6 minutes after 9 o'clock. We got a nice hour here for you, and it's because Carol Ann Baldwin is here. Carol Ann is here to answer your questions, to talk about your garden, your lawn, your trees, your mulch, your fertilizer, your pests, the bugs that are not necessarily pests. And she does this voluntarily, and it's just such a great segment of the week. I love this segment. We don't talk about politics. Well, it comes up sometimes, but we don't like it to come up.
Yeah, we try to brush it aside.
Oh, my gosh. It's just such a nice break. Good morning, Carolyn.
Good morning, Larry. How are you doing this morning?
You said you sound bad, but you feel good.
I sound horrible. I sound goofy, I guess, kind of raspy and a little
you just sound
sinusy, I think.
You got a cold.
Yeah, I feel good. It just attacked my throat, I guess you'd say, my voice. So we're going to hope it holds out.
All of a sudden,
and it figures, how it goes. You can be doing all good all week, and you have the weekend off, and what happens is Friday night you start going, I got a little in my throat, and you wake up Saturday morning going, oh, man, I'm getting a cold. Who am I blaming for this cold? And it's going through work, so everybody's got it. So some feel worse than others. So
chances are that's where it came from.
Chances are that's where it came from.
And when you're working at a store like that, you have so many people because of the public.
The customers as well as who knows where it came.
It's like school.
I'm blaming one of our managers though, because I was in a meeting early in the week and there was one manager with a cough, and I'm sitting in a far corner, and everybody else, every time he coughed, they fanned, and I giggled.
Oh no.
But and the one sitting to my right actually was out sick yesterday, so he was actually home, so he got it. No matter all this little fanning, it didn't help. So it's going around, and I think it's probably just going around.
I wonder how accurate we are. Well, there's no way of knowing, you know. I wonder how accurate we are when we blame somebody else for our.
You almost have to figure though I think they say 4 to 7 days, on an incubation
so you don't
period.
Really know.
I don't really know. I could have picked it up the week before, kind of thing that. So, because my meeting was actually only 3 days before I felt this. So, but, it's that time of year. It's coming into that time of year. They're, and even though I spend so much time outside, you can still pick up a bug, and I'm going to blame it. And I know this has nothing to do with gardening, but because of the stresses of the storm, depending on how bad maybe you've been affected, I think it it affects your body.
Nobody has more of a right to be stressed in that storm than you and your husband. You guys have put up with so much because of that storm. Yeah,
it's just one of those things, but they do, and I think I even was reading it. Go into doing what does de-stress you. Get out into your garden and things like that if that's what de-stresses you. If you're folks that de-stress by walking or jogging or exercise, whatever, it does help get you through that.
Have you ever we have a lot of guests on who talk about herbal remedies for things like colds and things like that, and I mean that plays right into gardening.
Oh, it does, and a lot of and again, or homeopathic kind of stuff. Yes, I'm taking zinc. That's another one of those ones that several years back they came out with, and it
grows zinc.
No, you can't. But it's actually, you got to watch, because I know I take it, and next thing you know, nothing tastes good for a week or two. And the herbal cough drops or the more natural cough drops and things like that, where you're just sort of bolstering your system versus trying to or alleviate symptoms by bolstering your system, and you can grow a lot of that. I mean, moreover, you're going to do them as teas or in your cooking, a little more healthy. I mean, I came home Saturday. Friday, I scratchy throat. Saturday, out shopping and everything, kind of dragging myself down. And what do? I made a pot of chicken noodle soup. What feels better than chicken noodle soup when you got it? And part of it's, the fresh vegetables that's in the chicken. That there's stuff. I mean, it was always, and I believe it's kind of been halfway proven that it helps, a cold.
You know what? We've had enough guests that makes me say, okay,
what they called it, Jewish penicillin, I think, is what I heard it called years ago.
Is that right?
And,
wow, didn't know that. All right, we do have a phone call, and thank you for calling. You're on the air with Carol Ann.
Yeah, good morning. There is a cure that was developed in Kentucky, and it involves 1/3 of a glass of lemon juice, 1/3 with honey and 1/3 with Jack Daniels.
Oh, yeah. It's a great cough medicine. It really is. It works.
I have a feeling.
And if you do enough of it, you just sweat out.
How big is the glass? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, well, you can go, and a shot, a shot, and a shot, and just mix it up. But no, my mom used to keep a jar of that in the refrigerator when I was a kid. Here was the easy cough medicine, and it would, for a kid, it put you to sleep.
I bet it did.
A good spoonful of that.
It would put me to sleep.
Soothed your throat. Well, when you look at, today's over-the-counter medications, they're full of alcohol.
Yeah.
Because it helps to make you sleep.
Yeah. And then your body does what it needs to do. Yeah.
And that's rest.
Would you have another phone call? Sorry, I didn't give you a little
hopefully we'll get on to gardening instead of...
Good morning. You're on the air with Carol Ann.
Yeah, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Wait, Jim's got the right idea, but boy, up in Wisconsin, you got to have 2 shots of that booze in there to really open up those nasal cavities.
Yeah, yep. Oh, it'll heal you up.
I was going to say, I'm very happy. We had a wonderful rain last night. It come down pretty quick. We had over 2.5 inches in under an hour.
Wow.
But what we needed, it was getting dry. I planted a couple of bushes during the week last week, and the ground was dry. It was powdery, so it was really helpful to get that rain.
Oh yeah, and don't forget, if you transplant them, did you move them from one side of the yard to the other, or were they container grown that you purchased?
They were in the container, and I planted them in the ground.
Oh, okay. Just make sure you do keep watering them, here for the first few weeks, because we are going through.
Do you suggest every day a little water, or maybe just
on the first week, every day, and they really, if it was say a 2-gallon pot size, or what we consider a number 2 pot or whatever you want to call it, you only need about a quart or so of water. It doesn't take going out there and flooding them. It just takes putting some water just so that root zone stays moist that first week. Then the next week, back that down. Same amount of water, but every other day. Come the third week, you can back down the quantity of water a little bit, but you don't even really need to do that. And just sort of start to space it out to where after about 4 weeks or 6 weeks or so, you're down to about once a week, just because that's a plant just trying to get its roots settled and established, and as we're going into winter and less rain, you may still need to be given that supplemental water about once a week, once every 10 days, something like that.
Yeah, a question about the root ball. I've always had problems with it. Some people say you should try to break it up, and that, but you seem to do some damage to the root system.
That's all right.
So I've gotten away from it. I just put the whole thing in the ground, and I never had a problem.
Well, but if you find out on some things, if they don't seem to be growing as quickly or being as strong, you can probably, after a few years, stick your shovel in next to that and lift that whole thing up, and it's going to look like the same root ball that came out of your pot.
Oh.
That's why we do it.
Yeah, I've been doing it without doing anything, and I've had a lot of success with bushes and stuff. So I don't know. It's I hate to kind of like start breaking that up, because a lot of times the hunks of actual root break off and fall off, and I still like to horse with it.
Yeah, it's fine. The plant will grow them back, because some of those roots are actually useless to the plant once they've begun to circle around inside of a container. And that kind of thing. So that's why we do it. One of my favorite modes of trying to correct it is a great big screwdriver. Take it out of the pot, start at the top of the plant, where the top of the pot would have been, and just work down. And yes, you are just tearing those roots apart, but you're forcing it to create new roots all along those areas. They actually even recommend taking a sharp shovel and just cutting straight down from the top down and slicing that outer edge, turning that round root ball into a square one before putting it in the ground. And that's a lot of root zone being removed. But sometimes, depending on the size of the roots in there, how much that root ball is, some of those roots are useless to that plant as they are circled around. They're not doing anything to secure it to the ground. They're not doing anything to provide much of any nutrient or water uptake.
I guess this is the greatest time of the year to plant something like that, huh?
It is. I mean, we can plant things that are grown in nursery containers year round. Is one time a year better than the other? Hard to say, really. I mean, in the summertime, you have the stresses of the heat, but we get plenty of water normally. In the fall and such like that, we're getting less water. They're not going to grow, and that's okay too, because you want them to make roots, not shoots. And so, that it is a good, it can be a good time then too. Also early spring, like say January, February. If you're transplanting one from one side of the yard to the other, that's the more optimum time. Again, because the plants have gone to a little bit of a dormancy, so they're not trying to grow. So, but we can plant most any time of year for us.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Have a great day.
Oh, you too. You too.
And looks like we're up against the break, so let's take that break and we'll be right back. Remember, Carol Ann does a whole hour show each Tuesday at this time, so enjoy the show and please be a part of it. The number to call is 622-9622. We'd like to hear how your garden is doing. If you have a question, Carol Ann is here to answer that question, but it can be just to call up and let us know. How's your garden doing, right?
That's it.
I can tell you how my apple tree is doing.
Yeah, I can see it right there.
It's enjoying notoriety.
I'm sure it is.
We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accidents. On this Tuesday, clouds will limit sunshine. Not as warm as recent days. Some showers and a heavy thunderstorm in the area. The breeze will pick up too, the high 79 to 83. A shower and thunderstorm around early Tuesday night, otherwise mostly cloudy. Low 66 in some of the northern parts of the zone to 75 along the coast. For Wednesday, clouds, some sun, and breezy with a shower or thunderstorm, high 79 to 83. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
Hi, my name is Erica Olstein. I'm a doctor of acupuncture and oriental medicine. Do you have a gout-ridden toe or bowels that move too slow, creaky knees, or how about an asthmatic wheeze? Then acupuncture is sure to please. Come visit me, your primary care physician, Erica Olstein at A Better You Healthcare. Call me at 352-615-5566. That's 352-615-5566.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Another tip for wannabe moms: avoid eating large predatory fish like tuna, swordfish, mackerel, and shark if you're into that. What if you're telling a new special friend intimate details about your life? You're taking an emotional risk with somebody who isn't your spouse. We spend more time on the toilet each week than exercising. Thanks for studying this.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Hi, this is certified financial planner Keith Singer of Singer Wealth Management. We help our clients make the smartest possible choices when it comes to the management of their financial assets. Whether your goal is to generate ample lifetime income, prudently grow your wealth, or efficiently leave a legacy for your family, my firm Singer Wealth Management is here to assist you. Call us today at Singer Wealth Management at 866-WEALTHY. I'm looking forward to speaking with you, making your life better. Call me today at 866-WEALTHY.
Tune in to Prosper with Keith Singer, this and every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to tune in to the first and third Thursday of the month at 11 a.m. to learn about the latest advances in healthcare available right here at home. Ocala Regional Medical Center and Strive have teamed up to bring the most qualified medical professionals on the air to answer your questions and bring information to help you in your decisions concerning your health. Again, that's the first and third Thursday. Health matters.
Hospice of Marion County has an urgent need for volunteers to share a conversation with someone, run errands, hold someone's hand. All you need is a willingness to help others. Our volunteers believe the blessings they receive far exceed the services they offer. Will you consider serving, caring, and making a difference? Call today, 873-7441. Hospice of Marion County, making more moments of life possible.
20 minutes. I wasn't laughing at her, by the way.
No.
20 minutes after. In fact, I wasn't even. Who was that? Lisa? Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would never. Well, I might laugh at Lisa. She's kind of fun. Carol Ann Baldwin is here right now. We're talking about gardening. It is, it's getting close to that time of year. We got the Halloween stuff out here.
We do. It's all all those times of year, and that's something I keep forgetting to bring up is that even though we're coming towards Halloween, Christmas isn't far around the corner, and those with poinsettias that are, maybe in their landscape or in the house, that they've got them in a container, your Christmas cactus and things like that. If you want those to color up, your poinsettias, or to flower at Christmas, you need to get them into natural lighting situations to where when it's dark outside, it's dark where they are, so that they will know that it's time to do its thing, because they are day length sensitive. So if you enjoy your cactus, that it sits in your kitchen because it's a pretty plant most of the year, you might need to set it in a spare bedroom that's not being used, or even outside in an area that might be a little more protected.
You said natural light. Wouldn't it be better outside?
Well, outside would be better if you've got a place for it, but of course a lot of times we want these plants protected. Some people have Christmas cactuses that are very, very old. They've been actually pieces or the plants themselves passed down generation to generation. But you can tuck it in another room, maybe that has a window where you can get enough natural light, or even just enough darkness over a period of a few weeks to encourage that to begin to set buds and color up.
I love this time of year, by the way. Good morning. You're on the air with Carol Ann.
Good morning, Carol Ann.
Morning.
My question is probably out of the ordinary, because when along the roads, sometimes the tree cutting crews, they put stuff on things to kill brush and trees.
Right.
What do they use?
What are they using? Well, I'm not exactly sure what they're using, but there is a brush killer out there. I don't know if there's more than really one true brush killer chemical that you, the homeowner, can buy, but I know that the main chemical, triclopor, Tricl, I have to figure out how to spell that.
Is that a P or a T?
Tri, T-R, T as in Tom, Triclopyr, I think it is.
All right.
I'm writing it down.
If you have an unwanted tree, how do you get rid of something? How can you kill it?
Okay, because I've done this on the like the wild mulberries.
Yeah,
they just come up repeatedly. And of course, this time of year, they're getting ready to lose their leaves. So to try to spray something on it topically on the leaves probably isn't going to do a whole lot of good. Only because they're not doing that much food processing at this point. But if you're able to cut them down and treat that stump,
okay,
what you're looking for is and I'm sure there's other brands that are not name brands, but the one name brand I know offhand would be the Bear brush killer.
Okay.
And it's in the concentrate. If you get the concentrate, don't get the one that's already mixed. Get the concentrate, and when you cut the stump, you just get some in a little paper Dixie cup or something, and just pour a little bit on that stump.
Yeah.
And leave this.
We had a disgruntled neighbor that was not happy with us for some reason. He was an old grump, but he put something on our grapevines in front of our yard, and it just killed them. They did come back, but for 1 year, they just.
If he did something to him, that may have just been plain old Roundup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Roundup doesn't work as well on woody plants. The glyphosate does not work as well on woody plants as the triclopor does.
Okay.
Yeah, the brush killer itself, and that kind of thing. That's too bad.
All right. Well, next time I'm in the store, I might look you up. Maybe you can help me find a product.
Okay, sure thing.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.
You too.
That wasn't nice of her neighbor, huh?
No, and that happens. Yeah, once if your grapevines are hanging over on your neighbor's property, you may need to do something to try to keep them on, because anything that's on your neighbor's side of the fence, they're allowed to cut off, but they're not allowed to damage the main plant.
How bad could it be? Come on, you get free grapes.
Yeah. It's hard to say.
What'd she say? He was a grump or wasn't a grump?
What was a grumpy neighbor?
Yeah. What are you gonna do with a grumpy neighbor?
That's true. Hey, great fences make great neighbors, or something like that, or good hedges. Nice living hedge keeps our neighbors happy. what was it? Oh, I was talking about the holiday plants and things like that, and of course, your the poinsettia, and I hate to say, here it is. It's not Halloween yet. Poinsettias will be out in early December or middle of November, right around the Thanksgiving holiday. If you're looking to get some, because you're going to use them for holidays and things like that, and just this is just something that's not saying anything bad about my own profession or anything else. It's just quantity. If you see one you like, and you like the shape of it, buy it. You can take care of your 1, 2, even a dozen better than I can take care of the 5,000 that come into my store. So if you see it, get it, enjoy it, share it with even though you're buying it early, they come in usually just a few fast shipments of high quantities, and then there are no more. It's, I'm always thankful I run out in my store before Christmas. The customer isn't happy, but I'm glad they're gone, and I'm getting ready to do my switch over as soon as I may have a few left, but they're generally some broken and beat up ones by Christmas. And,
all right, so the AgNet report says that if you think you're going to get a fresh pumpkin if you wait till close to Halloween, you're wrong, because they've been out there.
They're all harvested at about the same time.
So is that true for the other plants as well?
Well, they're all grown. And there's a good chance that some of them have been forced into their color or a little slower than others, say 1 week or 2 weeks and then 2 weeks and then 2 weeks, so you get different stages, but they're all colored up. They're all going to hold that color. It's just taking care of it and keeping a plant healthy is how you will keep it looking nice until Christmas. Like I said, getting it right before, 2 weeks before Christmas does not make it a better plant. I have church groups and nonprofit groups who order their poinsettias for Christmas Eve Mass and things like that, and their parties and all of that, and they want them to not pick them up until 2 or 3 days before their party. I'm going, the sooner you pick them up and get them off of my hands, the better you can care for them, and the better they're going to look come your party. Only because, again, the quantity. We don't have somebody who just sits and babies plants all day. We just don't have that. I wish we could. But there's so much other stuff that goes on, in a garden center, in a big box store, even in a regular nursery, except a smaller mom and pop nursery isn't going to probably be dealing with 2,000 coming in at a time. And then that, I get 2,000, then I get 4,000, then I get 6,000, and you're dealing with that many plants all at once.
Amazing what you have to do. Wow.
And then
you have to put up with grumpy customers.
Well, and you've got to get them out where the customer can see them. And special handling, Christmas cactus generally come into the stores in 1 or 2 deliveries because nobody wants them left over. You don't want to have to discount it because it's after the holiday.
No, you don't want to.
Norfolk Island pines live for year to year to year. If you've got one from last year, pot it up in a bigger pot, and it'll be happy for a couple more years.
Nice.
So.
We are at the halfway point, believe it or not. We will take a little break. Sounds like your voice needs a break.
Yeah, I might need a little sip of water here.
All right, we will be right back with Carol Ann. Remember, the phone line is available for you if you want to call into the show, whether it's to just say hi or to ask a question about your garden, your lawn, or anything associated with that. The number is 352-622-9622.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. A warning from North Korea to its neighbors, the United States, and our allies.
At the UN, a senior North Korean diplomat claiming, quote, a nuclear war may break out at any moment. Kim In-ryong accusing the US of threatening his country and saying North Korea needs nuclear weapons for self-defense.
Fox's Simon Owen. President Trump's getting pushed back for saying that past presidents did not regularly call families of fallen troops and that President Obama never did.
That assertion was challenged by a reporter.
I was told that he didn't often, and a lot of presidents don't. They write letters.
A former deputy chief of staff to President Obama reacted on Twitter, calling President Trump a deranged animal and a liar. A former spokesman for President George W. Bush said he called or met hundreds, if not thousands, of family members of war dead.
Fox's Rachel Sutherland. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Wildfires burn millions of acres across the country each year. And each year, wildland firefighters battle to contain them, but they can't do it alone. For some communities, it's not a question of if wildfires strike, but when. And a single ember can travel more than 1 mile. As it twists and turns and floats through the air, that single ember can find its way to where you live and can ignite and destroy your home or your community. That single ember can be just as dangerous as the wildfire itself. You can't control where the ember will land, but you can control what happens when it does. You can take action now to prepare your home and your community for wildfire. Get fire adapted. Learn what you can do now to reduce wildfire damage later at fireadapted.org. Prepare, protect, prevail. A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council. Learn more at fireadapted.org.
What do I do now? After 911, don't worry, call Fakuri. Fakuri Medical and Chiropractic, treating auto injuries for over 32 years. Same-day appointments, immediate medical attention, all under one roof. Don't worry, call Fakuri. Go to bestinjurycare.com. All auto insurances are accepted. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to take your call. Car accident? Don't worry, call Fakuri. bestinjurycare.com. There are only a few things in life that you can be certain will always be around. Death, taxes, the pursuit of happiness, and computers. As they continue to advance at an epic pace, the one absolute certainty about them is that they'll break. It's not an if, it's a when. And when it happens, bring it to the only company in Ocala that's certified in Apple and Microsoft, Ocala Mac and PC Repair. They even offer on-site computer repair service, so they come to you. And if you do drop it off, you can check your repair status online. Ocala Mac and PC Repair is a family-owned and operated company that can do everything from mobile repair to wireless networks, fixing viruses, data recovery, even building and installing new systems. Visit online at ocalamacpc.com. In person, 1713 East Silver Springs Boulevard, or give them a call, 352-566-8324. That's 352-566-8324. Ocala Mac and PC Repair.
If you find an animal or a bird that needs help, call Animus Foundation at 352-843-6379. They will come and get the animal if you can't take it to them. High school students and those with court-ordered community service can earn required hours in this rewarding environment. And veterans who share a bond with animals and parents who have been through mental or physical trauma are especially welcomed. Families, clubs, and tourists can arrange for tours of Animus without driving for hours or miles. Consider volunteering. Animus needs you.
The City of Ocala Department of Recreation and Parks are proud to present the 34th annual Light Up Ocala on November 18th. The fun starts on the square in downtown Ocala from 4 to 9 p.m. There'll be food vendors, 4 stages of entertainment, Whoville, Theme Kids Zone, the downtown holiday skating rink, crafts, the Junior Sunshine Christmas Parade around the square, and at about 7:30 p.m., the official downtown lighting ceremony. See you at Light Up Ocala.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952. All right, 25 minutes. Every time I turn on the microphone, I'm laughing on your show.
It's all right. Well, that means you're happy.
Well, I'll tell you, let me tell the audience what I was telling you.
Yeah.
You have a cold.
Right.
And I was telling you about it. We had a guest one time, and he told me the cure for the common cold.
Right.
And I was sharing it with you, and somehow it sounded funny.
Yes.
So should I tell the audience?
Tell the audience
because
the 21 rock.
The 21 stone cure for the common cold. And believe it or not, this will cure the common cold nearly every single time.
Right.
And if not, then it'll be almost cured.
Right.
And all it takes is 21 little stones, like the size of a pebble. That's all you got to do. You take 21 stones, the size of it, put them in your pocket.
All right. Now, if you're going to change different pans, you got to remove the
carry
now,
them. Yeah.
Every day, take one stone out of your pocket and just throw it away. Throw it in the woods. Throw it in the river. It doesn't matter where you put it. Okay. When your pocket is empty, your cold will be better.
There you go. It'll fix everything. It'll fix it all.
There you go.
That's at 21. Yeah, that's it. Hey, if you can get by with that, go for it. Yeah, there's all kinds of different ones. But yes, I have heard that it takes about 3 weeks to get over this mess. I'm just glad I don't feel bad. That I just sound a little funny and yeah, the voice gets a little stressed a little bit, but so far it's hanging on pretty good, which I'm grateful for. I just remembered when we were on the break that I had a flyer here for coming up 21 and 21st and 22nd of October. So that's this Friday, this Saturday and Sunday. Had to look at the calendar and see what day when we were. Is the Kanapa Hall Botanical Gardens has their fall open house and plant sale featuring Gainesville's Orchid Society's annual show, Orchids in the Garden. This is free admission to the show and the gardens this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, 21-22, from 9 to 5, both days. There will be orchid vendors and displays from the different orchid societies around Florida, vendors offering potting, the supplies, orchids, garden and house plants as well. There'll be food, free orchid classes, live demonstrations, both days at 11 and 2 p.m. And it's located, Kanapa Hall Gardens is located at 4700 Southwest 58th Drive in Gainesville. The garden entrance is actually located on Southwest Archer Road, 1 mile west of I-75, exit 384. If you need more information, you can visit kanapahaw.org or GainesvilleOrchidSociety.org. It is handicap accessible, and again, as with many things, no pets, please.
No pets, please.
No pets, please. We don't need the pets to get, it's a double thing. It's not that when people are against your pet being there, we don't want your pet being harmed, as well as we don't want your pet possibly tripping someone and hurting someone else. So it's just one of those kind of things. Keep going here.
I'm doing another live broadcast. This one this one is on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
So you got one on Ustream and one on Facebook
one on
right now.
Facebook going at the same time.
So if you're watching on Facebook, say hi to Carol Ann, and and we'll try to get some new listeners. Call in 352-622-9622, and you'll be speaking to Carol Ann.
Right.
Who you're looking at right there, and she will answer your gardening question.
Exactly. And don't forget that on Facebook, we do have the In the Garden page. It is a closed group. Just ask to join. If you've got friends that you'd like to have join, just put them through, and I'll approve them. Don't worry. Unless you're gonna try to sell me tickets to a cruise ship or something like that, or something off the wall. We don't want that.
Don't sell anything.
Pictures of your gardens, questions on your garden, and things like that are welcome. And we'll even try stuff even if you're out of the area. I can see what I can find out. If you're happen to live out of town, or maybe you're a back and forth resident and have a question on something that you're growing up north.
We have another phone call. It's hard to do holding the phone.
Yeah, it is. You need one more hand.
Good morning. You're on the air with Carol Ann.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, when you go up to New York in the fall, go out to the Bayard Cutting Arboretum, which is out in Suffolk County, just off Sunrise Highway.
Okay.
It's in the town of Great River, I believe.
Okay.
You might want to see that. All the colors will be changed and everything.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's one of those things that I guess they are finally starting to change up there, because I understand it's actually been warm up there.
Yeah.
The last few weeks.
I think by the time I go, it's going to be all done already.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
Although they have a lot of evergreens in there too.
Right.
Well, I'll definitely be on Sunrise Highway. I know the area really well.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you might get the opportunity.
Thank you, Jim.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
So the only problem with the live thing I'm doing on Facebook right now,
Right.
I don't think they can hear the caller.
Oh, right.
But if you want to call in, you'll be on the other Oh my gosh, this is hard to hold up.
Yeah, it is. You almost
I have to rest my arm up here.
up there. Yeah, need a selfie stick to do the video on the.
Oh yeah, you're right. I have a selfie stick somewhere. I got to find it. Jim gave me one. See, there's the other broadcast right there.
Yeah,
that's
go.
the official one. This
This is the
unofficial. The unofficial one.
Unofficial broadcast of In the Garden. If anybody thinking on your lawns coming into, now that we've had a cold front, maybe we're finally going to start to hit some little more seasonal temperatures, from here on out. And so if you haven't done, like I always say, your final fertilization for this calendar year, go ahead and get that done for your lawn. Landscapes should have already been done. If you had anything that was seriously damaged or just moderately damaged even from the hurricane, I would wait to fertilize those because they would have been fertilized back in September anyhow. Give them a chance to just get their roots resettled. If it was a tree or a shrub that sort of uprooted a little bit, try to get that back down in the ground, tamp that root ball back down. If it's tall and needs support, get some support on it to protect it. Just keep them watered, keep it cared for, avoid any excessive pruning. Again, this time of year, we don't want to do that anyway. And wait till spring to fertilize that kind of stuff. And if you haven't gotten fertilizer, if you don't want to fertilize your lawn now, maybe it's only been installed, a couple of months, you could on the lawn just do something like a simple Milorganite or Black Cow, Black Velvet kind of thing across. That's sort of your organic or semi-organic way of fertilizing a lawn. And that will just help, nourish that soil a little bit in order to get it through till next spring when we start all over again. Hose off your spreader, get that cleaned off real nice, hang it back up in the garage. You may not need to be doing too many more mowings of the lawn.
Thank goodness.
After this month or so, you might need one more. If the leaves are falling, just to clean up the yard, you raise the blades way up high, because most of the mowers today all have mulching blades. If you raise those blades up, you're not cutting the grass, but you pull those leaves up and just mince them into little tiny particles, and that in itself is feeding the lawn. So you've got a few different ways of doing it without throwing more of the granulated stuff down at this time of year, as we are pretty much coming into our semi-dormant season. I know St. Augustine doesn't go fully asleep, but it does slow down on growing. It is one of those kind of things that it will slow down. Your shrubs and flowers will slow down on growing, and so we don't want to encourage new growth as we come into the cooler time of year, because new growth will be what will burn should we get a freeze. And yes, we're only, October the 17th. But if anybody remembers, as I've said in years and years past, November the 15th is a date that we could expect our first frost. So you're only looking at a month out that we could possibly be getting, a temperature down low enough to bring a frost in.
I just hit a button.
Uh-oh.
And it put like bunny ears on you.
Oh.
Oh, and you're wiggling your ears too.
Wiggling my ears now?
Oh my gosh. It actually looks really cute. By the way, if you want to call Carol, well, it's Halloween. It looks like if you want to call Carol Ann, the number is 622-9622, and she will answer your questions about your lawns and your garden. Let me get that stuff off you.
Get rid of my bunny ears.
All right. So 352-622-9622. We'll continue the live broadcast on Facebook and on Ustream. If you want to be on the air with Carol Ann, we've got a little break, and we'll be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accidents. On this Tuesday, clouds will limit sunshine. Not as warm as recent days. Some showers and a heavy thunderstorm in the area. The breeze will pick up too, the high 79 to 83. A shower and thunderstorm around early Tuesday night, otherwise mostly cloudy. Low 66 in some of the northern parts of the zone to 75 along the coast. For Wednesday, clouds, some sun, and breezy with a shower or thunderstorm, high 79 to 83. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
Hey, this is Matt Wilkerson from Verizon. You work all day, right? So why would you want to spend your night out shopping for that new phone? Well, Marion County, let me and Verizon help you out. I can deliver to your home or office, saving you precious time. Phone, tablets, internet, home phones, even accessories. Whatever you need, we will deliver free of charge. Call me at the store, 352-528-0020. That's 528-0020.
We all know that sound means there's going to be some need for collision repair work, and soon. What you may not know is that it's your choice where to have that collision work done, not the other guy's insurance company. Because your vehicle is much more than just transportation. It's like a family member. So don't bring it to just any chain collision center. Bring it to Lyle's Collision Service. When it comes to getting your vehicle back to 100%, you can count on Lyle's Collision Service. They're not some fly-by-night chain company. They're a family-owned and run collision center with over 33 years of experience. Working with collision repairs and vehicle restoration, Lyle's Collision only uses quality parts and doesn't take shortcuts like some other companies. They take pride in getting the job done right and in a timely manner. They specialize in insurance claims and they strive to get your vehicle back to you as soon as possible. So the next time you hear this, remember, it's your choice. And the choice is clear. Lyle's Collision Service.
All right, 13 minutes before 10 o'clock. Let's return now to Carol Ann Baldwin. In the Garden with Carol Ann. You do have a phone call waiting for you. Okay. Good morning. You're on the air with Carol Ann.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Carol Ann?
Yes.
Have you seen the new hybrid poinsettias that are particularly the Publix? I saw them in honor of Cancer Month. They're bright pink with lots and lots of leaves well, they look like petals, but
right. But lots of pink on the top. Well, I have seen them before because they used to come out for, I want to say Valentine's Day. We had them out before, but yes, I had seen them. It's a hybrid. It's a type of, it's still one of the euphorbia, still a poinsettia. But no, I had not seen them in Publix. I guess that's a connection they've got with some of the, what would you say, a smaller scale? Yeah, smaller scale grower nursery, for a niche. I guess that was the word I was after.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but I bet they're pretty. I'll have to look. Next time I'm in Publix.
Well, they went quickly, and I'm wondering how well they would do. Probably in the ground, and would they stay pink, or are they? They
should stay pink. They actually they should. It is possible that, say, if another branch started from down below, that it may revert. But as far as I know, that is just it happened. They've bred it into a pink, like the whites and the cream color ones. That they've just got that lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter till they could, or off the red, they got it to a bright pink.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was kind of afraid that they may have been dyed some way.
No, they should just be a hybrid.
Okay. Well, good. I think I'll go get one.
There you go.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Yep. Bye-bye now.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. I figured out a way to get the sound.
There you go.
From the caller onto the Facebook.
You put the headphone on
just the old-fashioned way. Just put
there
the microphone.
Put the microphone up to the speaker, and you can get it.
All right. Phone lines are open. And by the way, may I remind you that there is a Facebook page that is a counterpart to this broadcast. It's called In the Garden with Carol Ann, and just sign up and become part of it. I'm part of it, and I post pictures of my apple tree.
Of the apple tree on there,
once a week or so.
Yeah, we see the progress, and others have posted, and we've answered a few questions on it. And I generally post just a reminder, basically, that the show's coming on, and things like that on a so that if you forget it's on, I can tune in now.
The most common question I get about the apple tree is, will it produce apples, and when will it produce apples? And I always tell them your answer.
It's going to take a while,
and probably not in Florida.
Right, and it may not in Florida, and generally we need 2 apple trees. At least everything that I've ever been, the apples that normally grow here on that particular one, which it's, what was it, a gala?
I think Gala. I think
Gala.
So. Yeah.
Whether or not that one needs a cross pollinator, I don't think we looked it up to know, and I'm not sure. And of course, it's generally because it's a little tiny tree. It's about 6 inches tall
Since
right
April.
now.
The seed started sprouting in April.
April, so it's going to be a while.
Yeah, well,
it'll be a while.
Time, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have time.
Yeah,
we'll
if
see
God
what
lets
it'll
me
do.
live, then I'll see the.
There you see it. Maybe become a shade tree.
I might actually be under that drinking apple juice one day.
There you go.
Let me show the tree.
Show the tree. There's the tree. Can you see it? Move the spider.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there it is. It's a little tiny flower.
It was hiding behind the spider.
Looks very small on this camera here.
Yes,
on
it
this
does.
phone.
But.
All right, so I'm distracting myself with
yes,
my,
you are
with my toy
playing with your phone there, but okay, we got some upcoming things. If you did have, we were talking about your landscape, preparing for fall and things like that, and anything that was after the storm. The extension is having a program on the 21st of October here from 9 to noon, and it's called Recovering from Hurricane Irma. And it is about safely managing damaged trees, repairing if you had ponds or water features, and the waterfront if you happen to be on a lake. Spotting sinkhole activity. I don't know if we've had much here in Apopka. They've had some sinkhole activity.
Where I saw one behind. Actually, we did have like 50 something according to the Star Banner.
Oh wow!
But I saw one. And it was it was behind the Publix, down 200. But they had it all blocked off. It wasn't that big.
Okay, but it was still one that was going. Okay,
yeah.
And how to protect your well water and septic system after flooding if your yard happened to have gone underwater, or is also just some knowledge to learn should it happen again another time. Excuse me. Now I'm going to get the tickle. Re-landscaping your yard and proper recycle. How to recycle the yard waste.
Let me give you a break. We have a phone line open if you want to call while Carolyn is here. Let me just brag about Carolyn a little bit while she's battling a cold right now. First of all, she comes in here and does this for free. It's a volunteer thing she does for us, and it's I love this segment of the week because it's an hour where we don't argue about politics, and well, that's all I need to say really. So it's just a nice oasis of a break. But Carolyn does this for free, and she's, of course, a master gardener, just so you know, her credentials. How long have you been doing this? 18 years, maybe?
I've been a master gardener for 20.
And this show?
So the show probably...
Well, before you did it full-time, you were like this...
I would substitute in for Suzanne when she'd take a vacation or something. Yeah, I know. 10 years plus, I guess.
Yeah, at least.
Something like that. Yeah. But just to try to finish that side, so I don't forget to finish it and leave y'all hanging. The event, the seminar is free, but they do ask you to register by October the 18th, which is tomorrow. So give a call over to Extension. You can get a little more information, 671-8400, and find out a little more information. But that's how you can help to bolster your yard up after the hurricane.
Okay, and you do have a phone call.
Okay.
Good morning. You're on the air with Carol Ann.
Hey, Carol Ann, this is Jim.
Yeah.
I hope you get better soon.
Thanks.
In the meantime, happy thoughts.
All right. Appreciate that.
Is it about right to start planting collards and mustard greens and things like that now?
Yes, you sure can. We're coming in, and I think this cold front might finally be setting us up for more seasonable temperatures, and that'll be a benefit to all those cooler weather vegetable crops.
I have a pest of some kind that's eating the leaves of my eggplant. I plant those in the springtime, and normally they last through first hard frost. But some kind of it flew away a couple of times, and I never really got to look at it. Any idea what might be eating the leaves?
Is it little tiny? Is it little tiny holes?
Well, they work out. Some of them are half-inch in diameter, maybe some 1 inch in diameter.
Okay, then it wasn't. I was thinking the flea beetle, because flea beetles love eggplant, and they'll leave the leaf looking lacy. It'll like just be just little tiny holes all over the place.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that before. Yeah.
But your other one, is it eating it from the outer edge or from the inside?
It's hard to tell. I think it might be from the underside of the leaf.
But I mean, is it like in the middle of the leaf or on the edge?
I think it's more away from the edge.
Away from the edge, inside. That could be a snail or slugs. They'll eat.
Okay.
They'll make a hole because they'll attach themselves underneath. They'll be nice and shaded there, and they'll just eat that little section and happen to probably more than likely just drop off. That's why you're not finding them right away or anything. And that during the day, the snails they're going to hide. They don't like the hot temperatures and the sunshine, so they're going to.
I have sprayed everything a couple of times. I grow container, half-gallon, 55-gallon barrels.
Okay. Snails aren't going to be affected by spray.
7 a couple of times, but usually that's sufficient to keep things away, especially tomato hornworms.
Well, I was going to say, if it's snails, though, snails and slugs are not bothered by liquid 7 or anything. You have to use a snail bait. Most of the ones are going to be like an iron phosphate base. And that'll be your way to take care of them. You may not see them dead on top of the soil because it is an organic type thing. They're going to kind of crawl off and die. Yeah, they'll crawl off and die.
Okay, dear. Thanks for get better soon.
All righty, thank you.
All right,
bye-bye.
Oh my gosh, we got about 3 minutes left. I'm gonna have to turn off my toy here.
Yeah, he's sitting there playing with the phone there.
Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Let me do this. How do I do this?
Yeah, probably push stop.
Yeah, push stop. There you go. Ending the live video.
So you see all the shenanigans that go on in the back and my little coughing fit going on there, but made it through that. Another thing to put on your calendar, and this is something else that you need to pre-register by the November the 1st is Florida Friendly Landscaping program, and it again will be over at the extension office. It's how to turn your troublesome, dull, whatever lawn into something attractive, something your homeowners association will approve of, and so would wildlife in your neighborhood. It's Saturday, November the 4th from 9 to 12:30. There is lunch provided. It's $5 per adult, but you do need to register on Eventbrite by November the 1st. And that to get to Eventbrite would be Marion County FL workshop.eventbrite.com. And they have too many F's in there, and I'm hoping that's just a typo.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, two F's there with F, and I'm figuring that's just a typo. If you need more information, again, call over the extension office, 352 area code 671-8400, and that will get you the information you would probably need.
Do you have to work today?
I do.
Oh my gosh.
I do. Yeah.
You need rest to battle this cold.
Oh, I slept over the week. Rest is for when you're dead. That's No, it's going all right. So it's yesterday they tried to keep me from having to use the phone to help protect my voice, and that helped. So.
Well, today's National Pasta Day, so go get some spaghetti.
Some spaghettis. We'll see what
Thank
we'll
you, Caroline.
Thank you, Larry.
I love this segment. I hope you're feeling well.
All right.
I hope you have some good progress on the recovery of your house.
Well, I appreciate that, and everybody else have a great gardening day, and thanks for all the great wishes.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.